London-based startup Olsam has raised $165 million in a series around to buy and build Amazon businesses. The deal comes amid a rush from investors to bankroll startups that aim to roll up the tens of thousands of small brands that account for 56% of sales from Amazon's marketplace. American startups like Thrasio, Perch and European rivals like Sellers and a growing field of rivals have raised over $7.5 billion in equity and debt since the start of the pandemic, according to data from Marketplace Pulse and PitchBook. Investors are betting that the likes of Olsam can follow Thrasio's playbook of buying Amazon brands, streamlining the operations and boosting profits with savvy marketing to build a digital take on a consumer goods giant like Procter & Gamble. The Amazon ecosystem is just much more nascent in Europe and the U.K. versus the U.S., where the market is more mature even just when you look at the number of aggregators and acquirers. It's massive in the U.S., says Ali Horbai, co-founder of Olsam. There are just so many opportunities out there, and when we talk to sellers, it's not like there are hundreds of other acquirers chasing the deals. Rival acquirers say the flood of capital that has poured into Europe-based consolidators, as well as Thrasio and Perch, which now have London-based teams, has almost doubled the valuation of the best Amazon brands, which can turn over tens of millions of dollars with products shipped directly from the factory door to Amazon's warehouses and onto shoppers. Olsam, which was founded by brothers Sam and Ollie in May 2020, said the $165 million round would fund buying new Amazon brands, building its operations team, and developing its own Amazon products like a line of notebooks and Nespresso-style coffee capsules. The pair were inspired to launch the business from Sam's experience at Amazon UK, where he worked with Sellers, and then created his own stationery brand on the marketplace. I knew nothing about multiples, valuations, so when I speak to sellers, it is at the forefront of my mind to make sure they know what they are getting into, says Sam Horbai. Ali Horbai worked in consultants Alvarez & Marsal's private equity practice and Deloitte's capital market division before teaming up with his brother. Amazon sellers and acquirers faced a more complicated landscape in Europe, with the site divided into different countries, a thicket of tax and legal issues and rival marketplaces like Allegro dominating in some markets like Poland, says Sam Horbai. So for a lot of U.S. sellers coming to Europe is very hard. Olsam did not disclose the valuation it had raised against, or the split of equity and debt from its funding round, which was led by a parent investment group, Elevate 3 Capital, while North Wall Capital provided the debt financing.